near Hinton, West Virginia. We're excellent exposures of the lower part of the Hinton Formation. As you can see, it's kind of a monotonous heterolithic interbedded crap of red rocks with occasional gray. See a lot of glaying. These are basically stacked paleosols with floodplain sandstones in them. If you look down to the right, higher up, you can see a little channel sand coming in. And we'll stop a couple more places to see these sands come in. We have, Jack pointed out from when he was in graduate school, there is one that we can't see here, these paleosols that forms a very distinct slope. And you can trace it the whole way along these exposures. And if you look on down, you can see where they go a long ways along the road. So we'll stop a few places and look at them. These darker shales, you should be able to find bivalves in. So the question is, why did I put all the effort into the upper Hinton and not the lower Hinton? The upper Hinton had identifiable marker beds, and try as we could in this lower Hinton, it's boring heterolithic red bed hell, what we call floodplain hell. There was nothing you could track from very far. The marine zones are getting indistinct and thinning really quickly to the north. So let's go over and kind of wander around a little bit. You can't get up too high, obviously a cliff, but walk up and look at this dark shale where it crops out at the things. The drivers will pull the vehicles out, look at the things, and when we get to a paleosol on down the road that we can actually access, we'll talk about that there. Dinner time. We want. Must be coming up at the middle. Paleovertisol. See the cyclosided fracture surfaces from the shrink swelling from the wet-dry cycles. Now this doesn't have the calcareous bed, so it wasn't quite as wet, as dry as some of them got. And you can see it's internally massive. There's no bedding preserved. Nice one.
Talk about the gray.
The what?
Talk about the gray.
The gray, you see burial glaying going on. Then we had, it was inundated, and then we had another set of soil storage. Didn't develop quite as well. So you're looking at stacked soil profiles.
Which then goes up into the next one.
They're standing on one with a burial glay on top. It looks like there's a couple limestone places. We need to go look at those. So these hummocky surfaces on these, because you had these shrink swell things, you often would get these little ephemeral lakes deposited. Sometimes you get bone collections in the top of them.
Good. So why is it lighter colored than the red?
It's been glay, but the lighter red than the brighter red is because it's more calcareous. They weather a little more like that. So here we have a calcareous vertisol in the glade zone, and below the glade zone now you can actually see calcite nodules or peds, caliche of some type. And at the very top we're seeing these lenticular limestone beds come in. If I were really excited, I'd actually look in here and see if I could find some bones. But these are forming on the little swales on the surface of these vertisols. You get this hummocky surface, and you get these ephemeral lakes form.
So maybe fish bones or something in there, or vertebrates of some kind?
And sometimes people die and live in there, and